All right, footy fans, get ready for another episode of the NRL Live Chat 2.0 podcast. Here are your hosts, PJ and Breno.
Ready for this?
Hey footy fans, welcome back to another episode of NRL Live Chat 2.0 podcast. Welcome to the podcast where banter is strong. It's hilarious, we'll tell you. Also, the facts are occasionally accurate. The only thing more unpredictable than the footy scores lately, that's us. And we are an admin team and we've had a few beverages. No, we haven't.
No, we haven't.
Anyway,
As he drinks a beer.
See, here he is. I'm not flying solo, of course. Joining me is a man who has the footy knowledge and it runs deeper than the bunker reviews and whose voice is smoother than a freshly poured schooner. It's the one and only PJ. Welcome, mate. How you going?
Hey, how we doing? Oh, my goodness. What a week of football. The 8-6. Didn't that feel like a semi-final? Panthers, Bulldogs. It was an absolute cracker. The Dolphins have put 50 on my bunnies. I'm not happy.
No.
We are now out of contention for the title. But the Cowboys did edge out the Titans, which means South Sydney are not in last position. Breno, it's not all bad.
Hang in there, man. I'm feeling for you. Okay, so before we look at the scores there's something that's come up. Oh, here we go. So in 1 week's time, you're seeing a little bit more of this. The Rugby League 26 video game is here. Can't wait to rip into some footy on the Xbox. See if we can upset some referees or something. Oh, look at this. That's the case that I've found for the PlayStation version.
Why am I there twice?
I don't know. Yeah, just lucky, I think.
Excellent. Yeah, many people may not know. Breno and I actually met playing rugby league video games many years ago. We made a what was the league called? It was something.
It was a C League, the Custom League, yeah.
Custom League, yeah, the C League. And we had teams. We used to play against each other online with a whole bunch of other people. Good evening, Louise. Thanks for joining us. A whole bunch of other people. We should do it again, Brenner.
Yeah,
we should be playing online when we get that game.
Sure.
I'm going to buy it the moment it comes out.
Hopefully, if we got some money, I might. if we get paid that way.
If you're going to buy us, let us know and we'll play against you. I'll make a custom team. The Liverpool 49ers, I think, is my current team when I make a team.
Yeah.
And red and green, of course.
Red and green, of course they are.
Bring all my sporting loves together.
So let's take a look at some of last week's efforts a little bit quick. So a full round of action last week. Finally, we've got 8 games. There was some high scorers as well. But the round kicked off with a underwhelming scoreline, really, with the Panthers and Doggies. Doggies finally knocked off the top and done by the 4-time champs, the Panthers. That was, like you said before, it was a cracking game. But, there wasn't much in the way of points.
It was an interesting second half there, Breno.
Yeah.
Half-time, 10-6. Full-time, 8-6.
So is someone going to do
Who
something?
lost 2 points? G'day, Brody. Good to see you, mate. And Alex, thanks for saying we did a great job. We've just started, so it's all good. But I felt that was a semi-final level game. The Broncos were really impressive. I don't know what's happened to the Waz, but the wheels have fallen off that little go-kart, I can tell you now. It was a shocking performance from the Waz, 18-0 down at half-time. Started a bit of a comeback, but then the Bulldogs
they've lost Metcalf now too, so it might be even harder for them. They've lost a couple of players now.
Season with an ACL. Yeah, terrible news for them. The Dragons, to my surprise, actually played a decent half of football again.
Yeah, they did.
I did tip the Eels.
Of course you did.
Let's not talk about this right now. But the Storm dominated the Sharks as expected, and the Cowboys edged home the Titans, keeping them in last spot.
Yeah.
So, interesting week we've got this week. Just 5 matches in the pre-Origin round, Breno.
Yeah, so my Knights looked all right. Not in the first half. They were horrible in the first half. There we go. It was 16-0 again at half time. But they come back and almost had a win against the team that's on top. But a good job of the boys. But it looks like we've lost Sharp and Elliott for the season. They're gone. Pong is also on the casualty list from the game. In fact, there was a point there where it happened when he limped off the field. Raiders got a turnover and ran up the middle and scored scored some points. And Ponga wasn't there. He would have stopped it if he didn't snap his foot. But anyway, the Knights come back in the second half, but just wasn't enough. But your poor old Bunnies.
Fletcher Sharp, ruptured spleen and something kidney.
Yeah, I think he split his kidney or something and ruptured his spleen, and they've taken his spleen out. He was in hospital for a week over in Perth, and
he was in Perth for a week, and then he got a flight home. I think it was Thursday. Yeah, really horrible. So I hope he has a recovery. Yeah. They've said he's out for the season. Yeah, I'm pretty sure when your organs aren't in one tack, it's probably a time to have a rest. Yeah.
What about your PJs, Bunny? Though, my condolences, though. But another victim of the Dolphins 50 Club.
Oh mate, it was a shocking performance. Like the first half was really poor, and then the Dolphins kind of put the cue in the rack. We scored some points there, but embarrassing. We've joined the elite, the Roosters, the Tigers, the Titans, the Dragons, the Cowboys, and Parramatta twice. That's friggin' impressive.
That's a good effort. Yeah.
We've now joined them. There are 7 teams in this 17-team competition that cannot win the grand final.
Yeah. And 3 of them were bailed out by or bundled out, I should say, by the Dolphins. The last 3 there. Dolphins are just smashing it at the moment. Yeah.
It's been a sad week, Breno. I have stuck with the Bunnies this week, but, geez, they want to pull their finger out. We've actually got a really favourable draw. I think we play 2, maybe 3 of the top 8 for the rest of the season. Yeah. Everyone else, we can win every game bar maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, you just finished playing of the top 4 the last 4 weeks, so you should be right now.
Geez, they've got to pull their finger
out. So just before we kick off with round 18, that's the game. Already did that. Women's game kicks off tonight. Here we go. So Sharkies and Eels kick off the competition for the girls. We won't talk too much about it because we're here for the NRL, but it's good to note that the girls are back in action. They're welcoming 2 new teams. So there's the Warriors. They're joining the women's lineup, and the Doggies, I guess. Better mention them as well. They're in there as well. Up against the Knights first week.
Who's your tip for the comp, Brenner? Who's going to win the grand final this year?
Who won it last year? Was it Sharks?
No, Roosters win.
Roosters won. That's right. Yeah.
All the Australian players put them in one team.
Of course, I'm going to say the Knights are going to come back and get their third. They should have got it last year, but they fell off. But yeah, Sharks maybe they did all right last year. So
yeah, Tamika Upton's back in Newcastle, isn't she?
No, she's gone to Broncos for personal reasons. She left the Knights. Yeah.
Okay. No, I thought she moved somewhere this year, but anyway.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting.
Brisbane.
Open the season with Parramatta and Sharks. That'll be a good game. Still no South Sydney Rabbitohs, Brenner. I don't know what our club is doing, but. The CEO's in the news saying that we've got the team that we want for next year. We're borderline coming last. And they told us that we'd be in the women's comp in 2022. And it's now 2025. And we still don't even know anything. So, been run by absolute clowns.
Clowns. All right, so now round 18. Let's go. So it's...
Flaming galahs, mate. That's what you're saying. Flaming galah.
Flaming galahs.
No, there'll be some home and away thing.
Anyway, so we're in the business end of the season, and things are heating up like a $2.50 pie at halftime. Final spots are on the line. Form is all over the place, and we've got some mouth-watering clashes coming away this weekend. Here's what's coming up for round 18. Only 5 matches, as we mentioned. And we kick it off on Friday night. The Bulldogs are flying high still. Even though they slipped into second spot after last week's underscoring performance and a loss to the Panthers. But the Broncos, they're sitting in 5th, nipping at their heels, looking to make a statement. It's Sydney versus Brisbane under the lights of the court. Expect some fireworks for the top 5 showdown. And there's a shock exit from the Broncos. We all knew this was coming, but Cobbo is off the Dolphins next year, jump ship and heading to the foe. But I've taken the Broncos for this one.
Yeah, I've taken the Bulldogs. I think they'll bounce back from last week's performance. Selwyn Cobbo goes into fullback for the injured Reece Walsh. Both teams missing a ton of Origin players as well. So Bulldogs need to get this win. They'll be at home. There'll be a big crowd for this one, mate. Friday night football. There'll be 30-odd thousand, I reckon, out at Homebush Stadium, and the Broncos will edge that one out. I'm thinking 26-18 Bulldogs.
26-18.
You've heard it here first.
You've gone the doggies.
I've gone the doggy.
I can't see you. What are you doing now?
Sorry.
Anyway.
I'm off the hook today. So just got a coat. Yeah, still a pretty solid backline for the Bulldogs there. I think they'll get the points. Adam Reynolds, though, he can do anything on any day at any time. So
it's going to be
wouldn't surprise me if he steered them for victory. Yeah, Ezra Mam's getting better every week. So Dean Mariner and Jesse Harper's, no what's his face is out. So it'll be tough.
You're talking about Reece. What's his face?
Reece. Shibasaki is what I was actually trying to think of. Yeah,
Shibasaki.
Shibasaki got a pick for the Origin team. He's been fantastic for the Bulldogs in the games that they've played well. So, he's a big loss for the back line.
Yeah, for sure. So the ladder-leading Raiders host the Dragons in the nation's capital. Canberra have been rock solid, but can the Red V, who are knocking on the door of the 8, pull off an upset and shake things up for the top 8 race? Dragons had a nice win against the Eels last week, but it was the Eels. I think Raiders might be too strong here. I'm going to go 13 plus on this one.
Yeah, amazingly, according to this, and I'm not sure if it's correct because I'm sure there's that back row. Who's the back row guy that's in the Blues team? What's his name? Hudson Young.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm trying to think of. He's not listed by the NRL as out, but he's clearly out. Josh Papali'i is out. He's been picked by Queensland on a wing and a prayer. I'm going Raiders. I'm almost going Raiders 13 plus. There's not a lot missing for the Canberra Raiders. They've been in sublime form this year, and even though they've had a couple of games where they've had big first halves and kind of dropped off at half time, they've still managed to win. They've got a bye next week. I think they come out and they smash the Dragons. I'm nearly leaning 13 plus, but I've gone 1 to 12 because I know that Raiders are good for a queue in the rack.
Just back on Papali'i, he had a blinder the other week. He had his, what was it? His 300th game or something. Oh, what was it?
Yep.
Whatever. Yeah, and he scored like 3 tries, and then he had an absolute cracker. But I thought he retired from representative football like last year.
He did. So what happened? I've actually got exclusive audio, only audio, sadly, of Billy Slater calling Josh Papali'i, and I'll just press recording now. Yeah, good day, Josh. It's Billy Slater. I really, 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 really need you to play for Queensland. Okay. I think you've heard it here first. That's how it happened. Billy Slater begged him. Josh is out of retirement to help him bring a Queensland victory home.
Some of your best work there.
I just hit record on I just hit play on the cassette tape I've got over here.
The cassette tape, yeah.
Yeah.
It happened back in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, move along. All right, so the Cowboys welcome the Storm to Townsville. A David and Goliath matchup. North Queensland needs to win to stay in the finals contention, but Storm don't often let opportunities slip here, so especially in July. Both coming off a win, so I'm sorry, Cowboys. I can't see anything but a Storm victory here. Louise likes your effort there too.
Thank you, Louise. It was official, unofficial recording. So, Cameron Munster out, Harry Grant out, you took Amanu out, Fo Logo out, Xavier Coates out. There's a lot of big names missing for the Storm. I still think they win. The Cowboys, they've had a couple of chances this year to go home and stamp some authority on the season. Yeah, stamp some authority on their season, and then they're fair to them not even turned up.
No.
I think this will be another one of those situations. Pappenhausen has been absolutely phenomenal. He's unlucky not to be the fullback of New South Wales, to be completely honest. He's been fantastic. But yeah, I think the Cowboys are going to get done here pretty badly.
I think so too. Yeah, I've gone to 13 plus again.
Yeah, I went 1 to 12 just because there's a lot of talent out for the Storm. I think it'd be,
it could be another
20,
interesting one. Yeah, they're both missing
14,
players.
Yeah, 26-14, something like that. No, no Robson, no Cotter, no Dearden. That's 80% of the
that's going to damage the Cowboys. Yeah,
that's literally 80% of their talents.
Dearden, yeah, absolutely.
They're in massive trouble.
But anyway, anything can happen, as we've noticed this year. That's the trend.
Yep.
Anyway,
I'm sure the Storm will be a little bit stronger than the cyclone bomb that hit the east coast of New South. I don't know where the media get this rubbish from. There is no such thing, ladies and gentlemen, as a cyclone bomb. There's no such thing. It's a made-up word.
They made it up because they went, oh shit, it's actually not going to be that bad. Let's just make this word up. I've seen there was a meme. It was like, it was on a Sydney page somewhere. It's like, oh no, the bomb happened, the cyclone bomb, whatever it was called, the weather bomb, and oh, we will rebuild. It was a picture of someone's umbrella inside out. Yes, good one.
It's usually the play gym in the backyard. It's just blown sideways.
We will rebuild. Anyway, let's kick on. We've got the Roosters back at home and sitting in 6th. They are taking on the struggling West Tigers outfit. The Tricolours will be looking to flex their muscles here, fine-tune before the run to the finals. But the Tigers have nothing to lose here, so... but the Tigers have had a fall from grace, PJ. But they look good in the first half of the year, but they dropped 6 games straight. So they're just only losing by a couple of points per game though. So they're hanging in there. Apart from being smashed by the Storm the other week, but I think that was a turning point for them. They've lost every game since that. So I'm going Roosters for this one.
Yeah, I'm going Roosters as well. You have a look at the Roosters forward pack for this match. I don't know if you can flick forward just for a brief moment. There's not a lot there. Like, if Terrell May actually stands up and brings that forward pack along with him, the Tigers could give this a shuffle. Jack Bird's not bad. Alex Twile's not bad. Fainai, not terrible. They've got no Robert Luai. Jerome Luai. Who's Robert Luai? I don't know. That's
his brother.
Jerome Luai. No Jerome Luai. No Appy Coruscant. Massive loss.
Yeah.
Having him out. Taruva's gone fullback because Buller's out. It's kind of a pieced together backline with a makeshift halves combination with a decent forward pack. And looking at the Roosters, I think Taruva, Jamaica. With the Roosters forward pack there, I think they could actually challenge him. But I've gone Roosters. I can't wish for the West Tigers anymore. I've tried, West Tigers fans. I'm sorry. No offense. I've got to tip the winner, and I'm tipping the Roosters. And most of the time, I tip the winner. The other team wins. So good luck.
It's a good chance then.
Yeah, 30-20 this one. There'll be no defence. There'll be lots of tries. Roosters 30, West Tigers 20. Throw a stack on that. Mark Wanahakalugi in the back line. He's been really good this year.
Wanahakalugi, how good is he? He's like this
still rumoured to go back to rugby, Brenner.
What a waste, yeah. They're back to that shit game. Anyway, the Seagulls and the Rabbitohs close out round 4 at 4 Pines. Manly's clinging to finals hopes, while the Bunnies are desperate to claw back some pride. So this one could be spicy. Manly sit just outside the 8 and are looking to break back into it. And they've had some shocking losses too. So Rabbitohs have had so many injuries though. Even the Water Boys on light duties at the moment. So just not sure how this will go, but I'm taking Manly at home for this one.
Yeah, I've gone South 1 to 12. I think I'm hoping that we turn up for this one. But Ewan Aiken is playing centre. That's all I've got to say. We don't even have We don't even have two centres
Oh.
in the team. Like, I don't understand. I really don't understand. But anyway, Cody Walker's on extended bench. There's a rumour he's going to be okay for this game, and he'll slip in and Whiten will go back into that centre position. Ewan Aiken onto the interchange bench. But the Bunny, this is the moment. When I looked at this game at the start of the season, Brent, I've gone,
Yeah.
South Manly Origin week. No
That's-
Turbo,
Yeah.
no Jake Tavoyevich, no Cherry Evans. There's 2 points in the bag. And Manly have been that shit this year. Pardon my French. They've been that rubbish this year. All of those guys are playing club football this weekend.
Yeah.
That's how bad Manly are going. Now, they had a good win last week when I tipped against them. So I've tipped against them again. They'll probably forget.
Hoping it might work again, yeah. Hey, look, and the way Manly haven't really been that good, so this game could be interesting.
No, it was a good win last week against West Tigers, but very average West Tigers team turned up on that night. Fingers crossed for the Bunnies. I'm going 26-24. South Sydney win by a penalty goal.
Ooh.
Late in the match. No Latrell Mitchell.
Well, I was going to say, it won't be a 2-point field goal.
It won't be a 2-point field goal, but Kalamatangi's been phenomenal this year. Really unlucky not to make even the bench for New South Wales. Single-handedly running out the forward pack. It's just, I don't know what our CEO Blake Solly thinks is thinking when he's saying we've got the players we need. We have one back rower who's playing front row. We absolutely need players. Oh, here we go. Tips. Jeez.
I've just pressed the button, and 2 minutes later it just decided to come up. I don't think it wanted to come up. Sorry.
Danny's got 100% agree. I'm not sure what, Danny, but yeah, I think he agrees about Blake Solly being a complete knob jockey. Anyway, Breno has taken the lead. 5-point lead. Breno, have you ever led by 5 points in the history of civilization?
No.
Now tips, you've never led by 5, but he's got another 2 on me.
I come second in my club tipping comp about 5 or 6 years ago. That was it. Been shit since.
Wow.
I haven't had an 8 since.
I've got the first game on you. I'm like, here we go. Here I come, Breno. Look out. I did pick the Panthers to win 1-12. Got that baby up, and then Manly let me down. Bloody playing good. Warriors let me down, not even turning up again. Parramatta let me down. We both tipped South, whatever. Yeah. But 67, Breno 72. What's your score? Let us know in the chat. We want to know what your score is if you're beating us or if you're not beating us. Here's our tips for this weekend, Breno.
Yeah, look at that. What have we got? A couple different. Oh, we've got a few different.
You put them in. What have you done to me?
I don't know what I've done.
Yeah, you put the Roosters in the Storm spot. So we've both gone Roosters.
I don't think I've fixed it up.
Yeah,
let's turn that off.
Definitely.
There we go.
Yeah, turn that off. I didn't go Cowboys at all. And Sharks don't even play for it. They don't even play this weekend. So.
I don't think I'll fix that slide up from last
week. Let's just forget about that. Okay. All right. We already told you our tips. You know what our tips are.
Yeah. I'll put,
we have a technical glitch. Put your mouth on it.
Smashing it.
Number 1, they've put a dragon logo there now, Brennan.
Yeah, he keeps changing his picture. No, he's changed his picture a couple of times. Yeah, he can't pick what team he wants to go for.
I think put your house on it. Exclusive. I think put your house on it is Kobe Knight from the Miranda Magpies Football Club. I'm going to put it out there. Kobe Knight from Miranda Magpies Football Club. He is put your house on it. He won't admit it. He keeps asking me if I've worked out who he is yet. He's not a Dragons fan, so I reckon he's trying to throw me off the scent. Yeah. He is put your house on at 25. Amelia at Evelyn, 78, flops to 77 with Shivo. And we are miles behind, Breno. The top 10, 75. What were you, 72? You're not far off.
Yeah.
And a crappy 67 for PJ. So don't listen to anything I say at some point. I've got a year and a half, but I haven't even got a multi-body yet.
I forgot to have a look at this. The ladder from last week, we forgot to have a look. But anyway.
Thank you, Gold Coast. All I can say is thank you, Gold Coast.
Because we're both down the bottom if Gold Coast weren't so shit. Yeah, we're both on the same points. Look at that.
Yeah, if they come back and beat the Cowboys last week, we are dead, stone, motherless last. So, praise you, Titans.
Well, not necessarily.
Actually, they would have still been last.
You'd still be last because their difference points are pretty bad.
Yep.
Okay, let's have a look at everything's on the bit of the go slow today. There we go. Breno's Naughty Corner. It's back this week. I thought I'd throw in a few naughty people in here. So there's a fair few fines this week. Yeah, I've pressed the button anytime. Hang on, wait for it. Any second now. I don't know why it's just so slow today. There we go. All right. So Heath Mason from the Tigers, though, one match for doing what everyone wants to do, and that's take out a ref. He ran into Sutton, bowling him over, and he gets a week off for that. I think that's the second person that's got a week off for running into a referee this year. But, the other one was a crusher tackle.
That was completely. I saw that live, Brenner. That was completely like he's running over and he goes like that to the ref. That was absolutely justified. That 1 week off.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
You can't do that.
I couldn't find the footage on that, but yeah, okay. Then there was a crusher tackle that I don't think was too bad. Happened really quick, and Tuilagi at the Eels finds himself sidelined for 3 matches after he's already spent 3 weeks off. So I think that compiled on him, and so he's out for a few weeks. Yeah. Naughty. Yeah. Oh, I've got to get that video. Naughty. Very naughty.
Very naughty. We need that audio from Ebenezer. We've got to get that.
I'll have to look at that.
Britain Nakora, 2 dangerous charge tackles as well. Early guilty plea gets 2 fines and no week off. So
yeah, it's weird.
That's helpful.
That out.
Yeah.
Now, there was also another naughty person that some of the officials are looking out for this offender. Clearly, there was a sniper in the crowd last weekend. Poor old Cody Nicarima, victim of a sniper. Hit the ground like a sack of shit. Nasty hamstring blowout, unfortunately. And then Farlogo from the Storm showed off a bit and then thinking he's got to score a try and then bang. No, you're not. Yeah, nasty though. Ouch.
Hey, Danny's mate, they'll get you.
This one's like, let's go try. No, I'm not. Oh.
Yeah, we felt really bad for Cody Nicarima.
He doesn't deserve that. Yeah, he had an
absolutely
great
for Cody
game.
Nicarima. He was having a good game.
Yeah,
having a really good game. I thought he was one of the best. Yeah, one of the best for the Dolphins. And seeing him go down like that, even I was going, oh, geez, really? Like no one wants to see a player get injured
Not
like
at
that.
all.
Unless he's a rooster. Okay, moving on.
Great segue.
Tip of the week.
Tip of the week.
PJ's tip of the week. So I was so close last week, ladies and jellyfish. I had the Raiders 1-12 and the Storm 13+. I tipped the buddies. Oh, what did I do that for? I should have gone Dolphins 13+. I would have cleaned up and made everybody filthy rich. But as it turns out, I believed in South Sydney a little bit too much. So this week, I don't have my list in front of me, Brenner, so I'll get you to press the button.
All right.
This week I'm going with...
Hang on. The button's on the go slow, remember? Just hang on. There it is.
Breno can't find the button.
No,
Raiders,
I pressed it. It's
1-12. Yeah, that's right. Raiders. Sorry. We are professionals, ladies and gentlemen. The Raiders 1-12 is my first tip. I think the Dragons will put up a fight, but the Raiders will get the chocolates. The Storm 1-12. They're up against the Cowboys in Townsville. They're both missing a stack of stars.
What?
I think the Storm could get 13+. I'm leading 1-12. And the Roosters, for the first time in existence, I put them in my multi.
Wow.
Just in the hope that I get it right. Roosters 1-12 over the West Tigers. I think they are going to be too good.
Probably doesn't help. There's only 5 games.
Raiders 1-12, Storm 1-12, Roosters 1-12. Gamble responsibly. It should pay an absolute mozza. Is not even a surprise to me.
PJ's tip of the week.
And that's the sad part, Brenno. You know, I kind of went to picking odds that would pay really good money, and now I'm like, forget the odds, just get 3 right, and I can't even do that. It's embarrassing. But this week, I've got a great feeling this week. I really think
good chance
Storm,
this week,
Raiders, Roosters, all 1-12. I can feel it in my bones. Praise Jeebus! Come on!
Praise Jeebus! All right, so
Praise Jeebus.
So Origin coming up next week, PJ. Oh, what's going on?
Oh, how exciting is this? That's not Origin.
I got so many gremlins happening in here today. I don't know what is going on.
Gremlin?
Gremlins?
Yeah.
No, that's not it. I think I'm.
Yeah, Origin next week is.
Anyway.
Origin. Are we there yet?
No, I lost it.
I'll just keep talking.
Keep
Origin next week, I think it's
Talk
going
amongst
to be
yourselves.
a massive match. I heard today on 2GB 873 that it is a sellout, Breno.
Yes, it
I've
is.
heard officially State of Origin is a smell out. It's absolutely sold out. So,
so I can't get tickets.
Onto an extended bench. You cannot get tickets allegedly. Reece Walsh on an extended bench is 18th man. I thought he was injured. Man, probably smudged his eyeliner. But anyway.
Best is on the team.
Shibasaki. There, he's on the extended bench.
Yeah,
but yeah, New South Wales at home. You know,
come on,
what happened in the last game? Let's be completely honest. It was just an absolutely one-sided first half refereeing performance. It was embarrassing. It was Barry Gomersall embarrassing.
9-1
Barry
penalties
Gomersall
or
back
something?
in the day openly cheated for Queensland and got away with it time and time again. Last Origin was exactly that. New South Wales, probably 13 plus, Breno, is my tip. They will blow Queensland away with a parochial 84,000 crowd screaming their tits off for the Blues.
Oh, Louise is saying, dropping more balls in New South Wales, Breno. Yeah, don't know about that. We'll find out on Wednesday, won't we?
We will.
So next week we're gonna get the big Queensland back on the show. We're still trying to figure out what's happening, if we're gonna do a show on Monday or if we're gonna be live on Wednesday altogether. We need to figure it out. But yeah, stay tuned because we're gonna have we're going to talk about Origin. We're going to have the big Queenslander in talking all the Queensland rubbish that they go on about, and then we'll have a look at the lineups and get ready for the game on Wednesday. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm pumped, mate. But yeah, let us know in the comments. Should we do it Monday as a pre-Origin week thing, or should we do a pre-Origin on Wednesday about 5:30? Let us know in the comments. The one that votes will decide. All right? You've heard it here first.
Just need one.
We will do what you tell us to do. So put it in the comments if we get two. I have to have 10 votes to even be statistically relevant. Okay?
There's 12
we
people
need 10
here.
people to vote. Yep. So if you want us to be on Monday, write Monday. If you want us to be on Wednesday, write Wednesday. The votes will decide. Breno, there it is. You've heard it here first.
All right. So we may still
try and do Monday, Breno.
We might be waiting till this week, this time next week, to figure out what's going on. Okay.
Yeah. No, we'll be fine. No, they got an hour. You got an hour. Vote now. Vote now.
All right. I think that's all we got for tonight. Thanks, PJ. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Got a good crowd tonight. It's good.
Yeah. I've got a message. I think Anthony Albanese is just trying to immigrate 1 million more people because he heard we need votes. Oh, sorry, it's unrelated. Don't worry about it. Have a great week, guys. Go the Bunnies on Sunday. Congrats, Breno, on beating the bye.
Yeah, we got the bye. Yes, week off.
Let's smash that Manly scum at home and bring home 2 points as we go into a bye and try and make something of this retarded season. Have a great night.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.
We'll see you over the weekend in the live chat. Join the live chat.
Join the live chat. Links in the comments. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Goodbye.
Thanks for tuning in to another action-packed episode
of the NRL Live Chat 2.0 podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out all of the NRL Live Chat 2.0 action on our Facebook group page. Come and join the chat. Goodbye.